So I'm going to go through this relatively quickly because I'm going to talk different businesses, but I'm going to be answering your questions once I go through this. So let's hit it out. So you need to think about what's happening on two levels right now. What's happening with people's behavior and how it's changing, right? So think about what we're doing. We're focusing on things like the essentials, right? Isolation, lockdown. If possible, we're being with family and friends, with family or a friend if you're in a home, but we are looking to spend time with our family. So some of us are in lockdown and isolation with family, right? Some of us are locked down alone. Some of us are locked down with friends, okay? This is what's happening in the market. So what do we need? Food, shelter, access to information, media, health services, transportation. These are things that are in our mind of what we need in our immediate vicinity, right? Communication, mobile, internet, and entertainment, very important. Being able to work from home. So having the opportunity or being able to work from home. Every single person right now on this call is doing the latter. And let me tell you now, if there's ever a time where a bit of focus is going to go a long way for you to establish opportunity and revenue, now is the time. Now is the thing that we should be doing. We should be improving our skills. We should be engaging our clients. We should be literally leveraging the time we have right now to maximize our opportunity that we have in the market. This is what's going on. Basically, there's a whole bunch of other stuff, but basically this is what's going on with people on a personal level. Now, on a business level, right, this is what's happening at a business level, right? So, and this is what they're thinking, and this is only a few of the key things that people are thinking. So, rationalizing costs, renegotiating with suppliers, eliminating unnecessary and discretionary costs and spends, right? Managing employees, furloughing or sending employees on paid vacation, unpaid leave, cutting down hours, letting go of staff. That's what they're doing there. Placing new safety measures in place to minimize risk of infection at a workplace or with how they deal with customers, managing clients that they serve, communication and regular updates on changes, pivoting to new services and operational standards, adjusting product delivery categories and distribution, closing stores or place of business due to isolation and lockdown, working virtually with team and with customers, right? So these are some of the things, the behaviors that are going on. So you need to think, if you're looking at the niches that I'm about to share with you, how are they responding or how are they working with these types of conditions? Remember, the message to our market needs to be very different. The message cannot be one of aspiration. People are not thinking aspirationally right now. People are thinking security survival mode right now. Safety, security, that's where the heads are at. And for businesses, that's where business heads are at as well. Business heads are at safety and security. That's what they're doing right now. Yeah. So understand that we need to be mindful of where people are at and what our messaging is to help where people are at as well. We need to be mindful of the behavior. And this is going to change our approach, and this is going to perhaps change what we do for our clients as well. So we're doing all these things as well, right? Right now, I'm not laying people off. I'm frantically hiring people, right? I'm busier than I've ever been before in my entire life right now. So I'm hiring. We're desperately looking for sales people. We're looking for marketing people. We're looking for customer service people. We're looking for all sorts of people that we're trying to bring into our business because we're expanding right now. This is an opportunity and a time for expansion. So I'm in expansion mode, not in retraction mode. And the beautiful thing is there's a lot of highly skilled people jumping into the market that I can employ right now, which is awesome. There are a lot of businesses, by the way, right now that are employing. Those businesses are the ones that are growing, right? So let's get into the businesses. So the rule of thirds. So just to give you perspective, right? 1/3 of businesses will never reopen and they are leaving the market. Right now, the figures that have been quoted, 17 to 20% of businesses have shut down and are not coming back. 17 to 20% of businesses right now have shut down, and they, for any foreseeable future, they don't think they are coming back into the marketplace, right? That is a huge number of people, a huge number of businesses out in the marketplace. So 17 to 20% is huge, right? This is what they know of, okay? That have literally stopped. These are some current figures that are happening right now. 1/3 of businesses are trying to stay in business, keep afloat day to day, wait and see what happens. So they're doing things to minimize their expenditures and expansion and risk. At the same time, they're waiting it out. They think they can wait it out, and they're trying to hang in there for as long as possible. One thing I will say is that I've made the mistake of turning the TV on last night. I happened to catch the news. And there was a story, there was an interview, and what they were doing is they were interviewing people who were out of work or just been made redundant. They were interviewing people who've had to work remotely. They were interviewing businesses that were trying to adjust to the current period. And so they happened to be talking to an electrical business. And so this electrical business is, his mentality is we need to stay open. We're doing everything we can. So what he's done is he's sent people away on paid leave. Send people away on unpaid leave. He has dropped days of work for his staff to keep his staff working and keep the doors open. He has put part-timers on reduced hours. So he's trying to keep as many people as possible in his business. So he's being responsible. And he says, but it's hard and it's tough and it's quiet. They are COVID-19 certified. They wear gloves and masks and that when they go out to do the jobs for their clients in the marketplace. But the thing that he said, which I thought was funny, right? We've cut all our marketing expenditure and expenses. The first thing we cut all our advertising, we cut all our marketing because we want to cut back on our expenses. And he says, and then this is the next comment. And so, since we've cut back our marketing and advertising, we've noticed that we're not getting any phone calls. That was the next thing he said. He says, we've stopped spending on advertising and marketing right now. We're trying to preserve our cash flow, trying to stay in business, but we're noticing that the phones have stopped ringing. The reason why the phones stopped ringing, dude, is because you stopped freaking advertising. Nobody knows that you're open, so they can't find you. They're not looking for you. They can't Google your business, right? And they can't find you. I felt like yelling at the TV screen, saying the very thing that you should have doubled down on is the thing that would be keeping your employees employed and busy right now, right? Because I know electricians, in fact, one of our consulting champions has an electrical business that they serve right now, and they are going off the hook. They are flat out busy in the same market as this guy saying, yeah, we cut our ad spend, and well, lo and behold, the phones aren't ringing. But he didn't put two and two together, right? I hope he watches that interview of himself and realizes the stupidity of his decision to cut back on his advertising, because it's the very thing that's going to keep his doors open. And business open. So interesting that was happening. So 1/3 of businesses try to stay in business, keep afloat day to day, wait and see what happens, right? Now, there are 1/3 of businesses right now, and I seem to be talking to a lot of these types of businesses because I'm having conversations around the world with my mastermind groups that I'm in, my consulting champions that are absolutely flat out and busy right now. They're hiring. In fact, some of our champions are bringing on one of our champions brought on 4 new staff to handle all the business that they're getting in this period of time. And they're selling at premium price points into the market. So they're hiring like crazy. Digital marketing on the rise, right? So 1/3 of businesses planning strategically, pivoting on delivery and service offering, looking for gaps in their market, creating new products, looking to serve and to thrive in this downturn. 1/3 of businesses are on the front foot of this, getting offensive rather than defensive. And in every market, I can tell you, in every single market, and you're going to see some niches here where you'll go, I can't believe that they're still flying. They are, right? You're going to see some niches here that are absolutely flourishing, that in the general population, the market is depressed and dying, right? So in every market, I can give you an example of where businesses are growing, where businesses are stagnating, and where businesses are dropping out of the market. I can literally show you that in every instance in the market. Because even in the recession-proof markets, there are still businesses shutting down because they haven't been able to react, or they haven't thought about how they're going to respond to what was going on in their marketplace, right? So that's what's happening, right? In the marketplace. Somebody just wrote a new message. Who wrote a new message? Haha. Trent Bosco laughing. Yes. Recording yet? Yes, we are recording. So let's get into businesses that will thrive in the new economy, right? So I'm going to talk about a few of these things and give you some examples, some insights, so you can work. This list, by the way, this is a very short list, but if you look at the categories within these lists, this represents thousands of businesses in the marketplace. Thousands. I know there are about 20 to 30 businesses I'm going to highlight, but if you look at some of these levels, there are literally thousands of people. There are subcategories within these markets that are thriving. So know that it's not that these are not the 30 businesses that are going to survive on the planet. There are literally tens of thousands of businesses that are going to survive. In fact, there are going to be millions of businesses that will thrive and survive in this current economy and the future economy that's heading down the track. So let's get into the niche niches. Number one, insurance-related businesses. Let me tell you, going through the freaking roof right now. Protection, risk management, asset protection, income protection, property protection, insurance, health protection, health-related insurance, all going through the roof. Insurance brokers should be, phones are ringing off the hook, and lo and behold, guess what? They're all freaking advertising right now. Every insurance broker on the market should be absolutely flat out. Now, I know a lot of insurance brokers, not flat out. The reason they're not flat out, not marketing. Not marketing, you're dead. You're marketing, you live. Pretty simple. No marketing, you're out. Marketing, you're in. Right? That should be a hashtag. You know, not marketing, hashtag not marketing out, hashtag marketing in. Right? So insurance-related businesses going through the roof. Brokerage houses. Houses that have multiple brokers, big market. In fact, some of my consulting champions are in this market, and they're generating clients right now. So insurance-related businesses going through the roof, right? So consumer and commercial lending. So personal loans, micro loans, short-term loans, equipment loans, business survival loans, loans are going through the roof. Right? People want money. People need money. So where they can get money, these guys are going to be absolutely busy. And there's a lot of commercial and consumer lenders out there. There's a lot of micro lenders out there right now. There's so many areas where this finance, generating finance and banking is bringing in. Let me tell you what's going to come in the banking sector with new products that are coming to market, and they're going to be disseminated, distributed through networks. This is huge. So think your local community banks, building societies, loan brokers, those sorts of things, guys that are pivoting in the market with creative financing, they are going to flourish in every market, in every past recession. This has been the number one or the number two business that grows. In every recessionary period, anything to do with finance, finance-related things, is the number one area that grows in a recessionary period. Really interesting. These people need lots of advertising. Check out all the ads that are running. Lots of independent people in this marketplace as well. People are looking for all sources. So these businesses need to become very visible. Education, reskill, upskill, and vocational training. We have champions that are in this market, and they are generating clients. In fact, some of these clients are spending between $5,000 and $10,000 a month on email marketing services because they know they've got really big lists. They've got programs and training programs that they sell for anywhere from $500 up to $5,000 or $10,000. They can all go virtual. They used to do, anybody that's doing face-to-face or was doing education based in a classroom type style or a theater or a function room style can now do education on virtual. Let me tell you, this industry is going to blow up. It is blowing up right now. There's a lot of virtual events happening right now. I have a friend of mine in the virtual event space. She cannot do enough business right now because every company's coming to her saying, hey, how the hell do we put a paid on events online? She's going ballistic. She needs to hire like crazy. She doesn't need to market. Let me just go back. So education, reskill, upskill, and vocational training. Anything that requires licensing, accreditation, certification, those sorts of businesses, especially those that provide certification in health, in transport, in trade-based services, contractor services, anybody like that right now, the reskill, upskill, and vocational training, through the roof, and they're really easy to find. They spend lots of money on advertising online. They spend lots of money on advertising offline. They do billboard advertising. They do all sorts of things. So these companies, education. Now, I haven't put in here things like universities that are actually bringing out new programs as well. So even traditional learning areas, private schools, private preschools, private care, all those areas going to go through the roof and are going through the roof right now. Now, I know that there are a lot of war stories where people are going out of business in these markets, but that's because they're doing it the old way. They're not thinking of the new way, they're not pivoting, right? But this is a huge niche in the marketplace. Funded startups, here it is. Do you know that in every recessionary period that we've had in the last 30 years, some of the biggest companies in the world started up in recessions, in recessionary periods, right? Amazon started in a recession. Amazon started their business in a recessionary period, right? So understand that startups, and when I say startups, I mean funded startups, not unfunded startups. So if you go to Growth Labs, Y Combinator. If you look at VC companies right now and listings of companies that they've invested in, funded startups right now have got cash, and a lot of startups know. Remember what attitude we're in? We're in startup mode, right? How we do business right now, we need to be doing business like the startups. We're innovating, creating, pivoting. This market is going to explode. There are more businesses, more products that are going to come to the market that are funded by companies. I was talking to a venture capital firm the other day. They've got $3 billion worth of cash to write for business ideas and startups. $3 billion. That's just one fund that I was talking to. One fund. They're sitting there, and I'm actually going to be working with this company. They're sitting there, John, saying, hey, how can we give this money to people? We need to get this money out to people who've got ideas and products and services in the marketplace. We need to give this cash away. We're trying to look for opportunities. We know this is one of the greatest opportunities that is presenting us for future wealth and growth in the marketplace. Please help us spend this money, John. $3 billion, and that is just one fund. Guess what I'm doing in my spare time? Right? So funded startups, very big opportunity, right? Home security, big. Home security products, home security installation. People want to feel safe, secure in their homes. This is booming. Physical products in home security going through the roof. Installation of home security, home automation. This market booms in every recessionary period. So this market is a fly. Anybody, the locksmiths out there and all those sorts of things, people who are in the protection, home protection, home security, commercial protection, commercial security, all going up. Static security, security providers. This is a massive niche. It is a broad niche as well. There's a whole bunch of businesses. Right now, think about all these static security businesses that have engaged to go and protect all the businesses that have been shut down. All the commercial premises that never used to have security guards servicing them now need security guards to service them while the business has been locked down. Because if they're away for the next month or two, with their commercial premises need to be protected. So security through the roof, people, right? This is a big niche. Yeah, I feel like I'm that stock market guy, I'm a cable TV guy. I need to get my little honk horn. So solar and environmental products and services. One of the reasons why solar will be on the fly is because solar pays for itself. People see a return for investing in green based products and services. So these companies, installations, sales, those areas are going to grow. Anybody bringing green products to the market is going to grow. These markets are going to grow right now. They are going to be getting a ton of inquiries because people are looking at their options to save money in their home. So there's going to be a few surprise categories going to appear in this list that I'm going to bring to you. So I need to have a drink there. So broadband providers. Who would have thought? Right now, I just had a look just in Australia. In Australia, there are more than 400 different broadband providers. There are broadband providers that are providing, this is not just the major players in the market, we're talking about the sub-players in the market. There are broadband providers that provide commercial broadband for commercial businesses, direct broadband, specific buyer access, high-speed broadband that has been delivered to commercial spaces and also to the consumer market. So broadband providers, independent broadband providers right now are inundated because guess what? The current broadband providers are screwing up. The speeds aren't fast enough. We've got an overwhelm of people. So you can actually buy your own line, direct cable into those feeds and get faster broadband. A lot of commercial businesses right now are looking for broadband providers, independent broadband providers that can build them or give them faster networks. This is a huge niche. Think about where we are today. SaaS companies. Now, I just want to talk about SaaS companies. Because right now, I'm seeing new apps being delivered or launched every single day in this in the environment that we're in. I'm seeing new businesses pop up every day right now in multiple markets, and SaaS is one that is growing very rapidly. But think about the SaaS-related businesses that support the recession-proof markets. Look at SaaS products that support recession-proof markets. Look at SaaS products that are supporting where people are, safety, security, food, health, all right, all those sorts of things. Look for those types of SaaS companies, right? Funded SaaS companies, anything with subscription, anything with enterprise, that market is growing. SaaS businesses, I know quite a few SaaS businesses on the rise. One SaaS business that is great is Zoom, the one that I'm on right now, right, talking to you. In the last 2 months, they more than tripled the number of subscribers in the last 2 months than they did in the last 2.5 years in business. They had triple the number of subscribers in the last 2 months than they have in the last 2.5 years in business. Crazy. SaaS businesses, subscription-based payment businesses, on the rise, huge market, right? Spa installation companies. Now, I really had to check this because I didn't believe it when it was presented to me, but I went and checked. Apparently, we love our jacuzzis and our hot tubs because we want some comfort. We want to feel good. And so people who are sitting at home thinking, hey, you know what, maybe it's time to get a jacuzzi. Maybe it's time to get a spa. Spa installation companies are getting inquiries, and there's lots of them in the marketplace. In fact, apparently, they boom in recessionary periods. Who would have thought? I thought, well, you know, why would you go and do that? But then I thought about it. The more I thought about it, I thought, well, there's people with money. There's people with a lot of money out there. And there's people sitting at home. You think, you know what? Let's sit in the hot tub with a glass of champagne and enjoy some comfort of warm bubbles in our home. Interesting. So mobile businesses. So what do I mean by mobile? Mobile providers, independent mobile providers in the marketplace, very big right now, right? It's really funny, but one of the few businesses that are open right now are a lot of mobile businesses. Independent providers in this market are huge. They need to get out, let people know. Most people, it's really weird. Most people they will go to the major players in the market, but they are looking for deals and options, knowing they can get them from the independent market. So mobile businesses are huge, right? Business brokers. So what happens in a recessionary period? Lots of people trying to sell their business. Lots of people trying to cash in. Lots of people trying to buy businesses. One of the things that happen in a recessionary period is businesses sell and buy more frequently in this period than any other period in any business environment. So business brokers are going to get lots of listings, and there's going to be a lot of buyers out there with cash who are looking to cash in or generate opportunity for businesses that have a growing concern, and especially businesses that are in this recession-proof market. Business brokers. Now, here's the other market that's opening up right now big time. Businesses, online businesses that are sold. Successful businesses that are working online where people are cashing in, that market, there's guys called Empire Flippers. There's a whole bunch of business brokers out there that actually only specialize in online-based businesses, right? There's lots of those types of businesses. So those types of businesses business brokers are growing. So buyers and sellers in the market, huge. Business brokers, business buying is a big push and big pull in the market. Food delivery. Yesterday I saw another food delivery business, and I went and checked on food delivery at a state level, government level, and local level. I even checked in the United States. There are new food delivery services opening up almost daily in cities right now. And one of the things that they need to do is they need to let the community know that they're available. They need to let them know that they're open. They need to let them know that they can handle food delivery. So a lot of these businesses, startup-based businesses, have got some funding, and they're trying to take advantage of the fact that people are getting home delivery. So look at food delivery based businesses. They are flying, and they are spending cash on money, on advertising, on Facebook and AdWords right now. Going crazy right now. Food delivery is huge. Pharmaceutical. So I put this in one category. Pharmaceutical right now, and from a health space, growing. And then on the other side of this, health-related supplementation, growing. People with product categories right now on e-commerce, they need to be spending a ton of cash on advertising and marketing to be visible, because they can make lots and lots of sales. Lots of product buys are being made in both chemical, drugs, like now, people are buying pharmaceutical equipment like crazy right now. So there's a lot of independent providers, a lot of agencies out there. There's a lot of people who are bringing product to market. If I was looking in these categories, I would be looking at health products, physical and supplemental based products, pharmaceutical, anything to do with like some of the drugs that are flying out the window, the paracetamol guys, anybody like compounding chemists right now going through the roof. People who make pharmaceutical prescriptions right now going through the roof. So also pharmacies going through the roof is one of the few businesses that have to stay open to supply the market. Pharmacies, independent pharmacies, opportunity right now in your local community to stand out for the market. Logistics and delivery. This market is going crazy. Storage, logistics management, delivery and distribution. These guys are on the rise, right? These guys are on the rise. Lots of businesses in this market. Asset management. So facilities management and asset management. So companies that go and manage facilities, maintain facilities, on the rise. Think about all these businesses that are shutting down now. They need to be able to protect, and they need to maintain their buildings in this shutdown. So asset management businesses, that especially those that protect commercial premises, going through the roof, and there are a lot of asset management companies. There are cleaning companies in asset management. There's logistic companies in asset management. There's all these different companies and businesses in asset management. Just Google them and you'll see there's heaps of them. Building maintenance. You cannot not maintain your buildings, right? You just cannot do that. So they have to be maintained. Otherwise, they will diminish and deteriorate very, very quickly. So building maintenance is going to be on the rise. I recently was staying in a high-rise apartment building on the Gold Coast, and there was a guy swinging on the swinger whilst I was on the webinar the other day, cleaning windows, a window cleaner. Now, he doesn't have to have direct contact with his customers, but he's keeping the building clean, a window cleaner. They were doing a high-pressure hosing of balconies and wiping down windows, and he's swinging off thing. There was 3 of them cleaning the building I was in. Window cleaners. There's a market, right? In fact, I know one of my consulting champions, Ken, works in the window cleaning, skyscraper window cleaning market. Average client is spending anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 a month on management, and spending anywhere between $4,000 to $5,000 a month on ad spend, because commercial cleaning contracts are huge. So building maintenance, massive market, niche within the niche. Alcohol and cannabis industry. I had to bring in vice is, I'll use the word vice. We are some people are looking for comfort, right? And some people are looking for escapism. And so in this market, we tend to find comfort in things like alcohol and cannabis. Lo and behold, the funny thing here in Australia is the liquor stores and the off-licensed liquors are allowed to stay open. And right now, people are hoarding mass buying of alcohol. Here's the thing, in this market, this is where the business opportunity is. There's so many different microbreweries and craft breweries open in the Western world that those businesses have the opportunity to pivot and deliver their services direct to consumer and direct to commercial. So alcohol businesses or alcohol related businesses right now are letting people know that they can serve. So a friend of mine runs a brewery in Australia called Black Hops. So BLACKHOPS, hops, black hops, like black hops, right? They run Black Hops. Now, what they're doing right now, they're doing home delivery of their brew. They go to all their existing customers, all their marketing lists, saying, hey, we're still brewing beer, still open for business. Rather than you having to risk coming to us, we'll come to you. And they've never done home delivery before, but lo and behold, now they're delivering beer direct to consumer and direct to distribution in the marketplace. They've got vans on the road and they're doing home delivery of beer in the marketplace. So they've pivoted. So they're, right now they're mainly advertising, letting people know they can get their Black Hops beer delivered to the door, right? And knowing Dan Norris and his buddies, I'm sure they're building the stimulus package beer right now, or they're brewing the stimulus beer, or they're brewing the lockdown beer, or whatever they're doing. I'm sure they're having some fun with the market. But these businesses on the rise. At the end of the day, people need to know how they can find these businesses. Next, renovation market. Renovators hire and builders fire, right? This is so true in every recessionary period, because if you look at the last recession, guess what we saw most of? Home renovation shows. Guess what's happening right now on TV? Home renovation shows are flying. New home renovation shows, new seasons, all coming to television right now. So people are going to be spending money on things they need to fix in their home. They're going to renovate their existing homes to move into better times. Renovators hire, builders fire. Right? So think about those businesses, the remodelers, the maintenance guys, all these people are going to be coming into the market. They are going to be desperately needed. These are the businesses that are going to flourish right now, right? And I know this for a fact because I'm seeing it with some of the consulting champions who are working with business in the marketplace where they're on the rise, right? So right now, I just want to check in with all of you here. Any takeaways, any ahas, anything that you've learned so far? Just type in the message. If you've got a question, type in the message. It's great to see so many people here. Omar, Kathy, Ed, Eugene, so many new people. Jack, Mike, Nuno, good to see you. Omar, anybody got any questions? Anybody got any ahas that they're seeing? Home reno, yeah, home reno. There are some surprises here. Absolutely, there are some surprises. But when I went and checked the numbers, and I also went and checked what was available in the marketplace. And let me tell you, all of these businesses that I'm putting up here are absolutely flourishing. SaaS companies, yeah. Been typing furiously. I am recording this, so I'm going to be placing this in the YouTube channel. I'm going to be placing this in the Consulting Unleashed Facebook group, so you'll be able to access this. Commercial cleaning, yeah, commercial cleaning going through the roof. Yes, HVAC businesses, Jack, absolutely. I know of a HVAC business right now in Minnesota that is freaking, they cannot handle the inquiries right now. And they're advertising on AdWords, on Facebook. They are constantly advertising right now, and they're getting all the calls. And lo and behold, they're starting to hire contractors from some of the other HVAC businesses that have shut down, decide to go away. So yes, what types of SaaS companies have been growing? Anything finance related, anything CRM related, autoresponder related. You know, there are, by the way, there are over 560 autoresponder type businesses out there in the market. Right? Think of the products, the software as a service products for those niches that I've just put in there. Independent mobile businesses. So there are businesses right now that just do commercial mobile, they don't do consumer mobile. So they're delivering fleet packages. Their companies are buying mobile phones for their team members who are working remote, to give them their own mobile phones rather than having to pay the bill of their own mobile phones to use for communication. Companies are buying mobile phones for their salespeople. They're bringing in communication. So independent guys out there are serving commercial markets in local markets. They're the guys that I'm talking about in mobile. Funded startups, VCs have money to invest. I need to start working my idea. Absolutely, Lamar. They have, like, let me tell you, that's one company I spoke to that's got 3 billion cash to spend. And let me tell you, they want to write checks desperately, and I'm going to help them write those checks. Own a loft conversion website. Average job value is £30,000 to £50,000. You mentioned home renovation is going to boom. How much should I sell the leads for? Ask how much people want to pay for the leads, Adam. Ask how much people want to pay for the leads. Go to the home market and say, listen, I'm going to bring you leads. I'm going to bring you customers and inquiries. I'm going to go market for you. How much would you pay? You do a pay per lead model and say, if they say, I want 100 leads, okay, great. How much do you want to pay per lead? I want to pay $40 a lead. I want to pay $20 a lead. 100 leads, it's $2,000. Let's get you 100 leads. You should be able to get a lead right now for anywhere between $2 to $7. So you're going to make a massive profit if you do a pay for lead model, Adam. If you do it that way, yeah. Funded startups, online business. All right. So we've got a few other questions out there. So let's keep going with this good old list. I'm just going to close that one. All right, so get that out of the way. Kitchen and bathroom remodelers. Would have thought. I thought this was a market that was going to be have a bit of challenge coming out of the market. However, think about what's going on right now. People are sitting at home in isolation and lockdown. So I'll give you a perfect example of what's going on. I've moved in to help out with my in-laws through this period of lockdown. To be close to family, and so my father-in-law is looking at the house, and he's seeing, oh, you know, we've got to fix the plaster, we've got some cracks happening, we've got to fix that. There's a bit of movement in the house, so he's looking around the house of all the things that need to be fixed. Oh, pest control, yeah, we need to make sure that we've got, you know, stop the termites, stop the white ants, got to get the pest controller in. Yeah, we need the plumber in. We need to refix the bathroom upstairs. We've got to get the plumber in. He's making a list of all the things that he needs to hire in to get people in to fix his home, right? And my father-in-law is retired, right? It's not like he's got, you know, lots of expendable capital, but he's looking for all the things that he needs to fix right now. He's still getting the pool cleaner in to clean the pool, right? So understand, think about it. People are sitting there looking and say, you know, time to get the bathroom. And kitchens and bathrooms are what sells homes. Renovators dream. Renovators and remodelers going through the roof. Kitchens and bathrooms, right? Lamar says HVAC is on fire. Yeah, absolutely, HVAC is on fire, right? So interesting that kitchen and bathroom modelers, those that are proactive, those that are marketing and advertising, they're the ones that are going to grow. Maintenance and repair, big boom. People need maintenance and repair. Think of all the contractors that are coming to the market right now looking for jobs. Think of all those people that need to advertise in their local markets. Think of all those people who need SEO and Google My Business to be found online. Think of all those people that right now they need to be visible because that's what people are looking for online. Remember, in every major category of business right now, search has more than quadrupled in some cases in certain business categories. So people are spending a lot more time, energy, and effort being online right now, looking for opportunities, right? Luxury retail. Who would have thought? Now, I went and did my homework on this, And I went back to as far back as 1987, when the stock market crashed in October of 1987, where we had a huge bust. I looked at the 2000 tech bust. I looked at the 2008 recessionary bust that we had there, the global financial crisis. I looked at when SARS came out, both in the Asian market. So I went and looked at several pivotal market points. Luxury retail boomed. Luxury, people like their luxury in recessionary periods. They like the comfort of letting people know that they are safe and secure enough to spend money. It's amazing. I would never have picked this. It was something that escaped my thought process. But luxury goods, high price goods. There's a fantastic magazine, if you ever get a hold of it or if you ever buy it. I think it's about $30 to get this magazine. Comes out every quarter. It's called the Rob Report. The Rob Report is a magazine that is only for people who have lots and lots and lots of money, that want to spend things on lots of stupid things. You can buy islands. You can buy a Gambaro's tricked up Porsche. So you go and buy a Porsche for a couple $100,000, and you're going to go and spend $300,000 customizing the Porsche. So that sort of stuff is on the Rob Report. So luxury on the rise. Luxury on the rise. In most recessionary periods, luxury products and services up through the roof. And if you think about the last 15 years, so this is true, right? Think of all the big brands that have come into the market, right? And think of how they've boomed. Think of all the big luxury retail brands, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Gucci. Look at all those providers in the marketplace, and they have, in the last 11 years, they have absolutely boomed. Consumer spending on luxury has gone through the roof. People like their luxury. People like their status. People find comfort in the fact that they have money and they can spend money. Luxury going through the roof. Now, one area that you might think is depressed is auto. I haven't put it on this list, but the auto industry is going to go through boom times as well very shortly. In Australia, the Australian government is getting a $150,000 write-off of anything that you buy from a commercial point of view for goods. So guess what all the trade services and contracts is going to do? They're going to go out there and buy their dual cab trucks and utes in the marketplace. That marketplace is going to go gangbusters. In fact, I was driving on the highway to get home the other day, and every freaking car dealership, every truck dealership was open for business. Every car dealership, every truck business is open. Everything else is closed around them, but they were open. So one of the areas that you want to look at is auto, especially commercial auto. Commercial auto, and think about leasing, commercial financing, leasing, going through the roof. Remember, people need cash, people want money. So this is the write-off situation. So luxury retail brands go through the roof. IT businesses and all related services. So I've been talking to a few businesses in this market, and a few of my consulting champions actually service this market, and they're seeing their customers increase their marketing and ad spend because they are seeing a gap in the market where they're seeing a lot of their competitors are dropping out, not realizing what to do, while they're staying in business. So cabling companies, data cabling companies, IT support and services, cloud support. Think of all the businesses right now that need to protect their assets, need to look at, make sure they're securing their thing. Right now, IT security, right? Cloud security, IT services, security services, fraud services, all those things, huge on the rise. Lots of markets coming out into those markets. Yes, Steinway pianos are considered a luxury item, and maybe piano companies may be advertising. That's a really good one there, Chris. Absolutely. Brian, an auto dealer who advertises that your car could probably get a lot of business. Absolutely. Auto dealers can advertise or should be advertising in the marketplace. In fact, for newspapers, I think that's one of the few things that are keeping newspapers printing is the auto guys. IT businesses, all relative services around IT, home installation, home tech, home automation, those sorts of things. People are spending this money. Yeah, commercial auto, absolutely. You wouldn't think it, but absolutely, it's going to go through the roof. So, actions to take to get in the market. I want to talk a little bit about this, and then I want to be able to answer your questions. I really appreciate you hopping on this session. In the preceding sessions that come, I'm going to be doing some really cool strategic stuff. So keep an eye out on the future daily webinars I'm doing here. So, actions to get into the market. Number one, you've got to find an association that represents the market that you're looking at. Now, by the way, I just want to place a caveat on here. I've shared maybe 30 different niches, and within those niches, there are sub-niches. So of the 30 niches that I've shared, This probably represents more than 3,000 to 4,000 niches within those category niches, 3,000 to 4,000 types of businesses. There is no shortage of businesses out there that are desperately looking for what they can do to be or stay in these markets. So 3,000 to 4,000 sub niches. Just in, if you go to house, HOUZZ.com, right? Go there, go look at product category. There's more than 50 niches. There's more than 4 million businesses on those, in that market of 50 different niches, right? Just in house.com.au, right? And by the way, those people, right? Those, Bumar says financial lending alone. Yeah, I mean, it's huge, massive, massive, massive. So look for dominant players and hero business in the marketplace. Easy to find association. The reason why I go to association website, guess what they're doing? They're communicating. All their industries are in threat right now. So they have to be very communicative with the market. They have the best research and the best access to the challenges and the problems that the market has. So find the association that represents the business group that you're going after and see what they're doing, right? By the way, one of the things I'll be talking in the coming days is how to leverage with strategic alliance, and associations is one part where you can get a lot of muscle on movement in the marketplace. So finding associations that represent the market, very important. Look for dominant players and heroes in the business, because like I said, I've shared stories with you on this in this session where in one case you've got business like the electrical business that decided to stop advertising and is wondering why nobody's calling anymore, right? And then you've got other people where one of my consulting champions is working with electrical business in the marketplace, and all her clients are freaking doubling down their ads, and they're all busy. They're actually looking for employees to support the services, the phone inquiries that they're dealing with right now. So at one of the market, you've got people who are retracting, retrieving, and going. And at the other end of the market, you've got people who are freaking flat out trying to figure out how they can manage the business that is out there that's generating inquiry. So in every market, we have dominant players, players who are looking at their opportunities, looking at, remember the third group, they're looking at planning, strategizing, they're looking at their opportunities, where the gaps are. And at the other end, you've got people who are going out of the market, who are shutting down, who are sitting there, want to wait and see. Right? So understand that if you look for the dominant players, they give you examples of what you could be doing to say, listen, there's plenty of room for competition in this marketplace. Don't let this guy take it all. Don't let this guy put you out of business, right? You should be in their business, taking advantage of where people have left the gap, right? So Google ideas for strategies that are working right now to grow in the current market of volatility. Before I did this presentation, last night I did a lot of research on booming. I was looking at activity, Facebook advertising budgets. I was looking at ad spend on AdWords. I was looking at all those sorts of things. And I was seeing all these businesses that were all of a sudden that have just appeared on advertising in the marketplace. And I'm seeing businesses that are actually increasing their ad spend in the marketplace. I'm going, whoa, these people know something, right? And these people need help. And by the way, a lot of the campaigns I looked at aren't optimized. So even people who are running ads right now are wasting money on ads, right? They could be optimizing their campaigns, yeah? So all you Facebookers, all you AdWords experts, all you people who are doing placement ads or GDN network ads or LinkedIn or Instagram ads, you guys and girls need to help people who desperately need to maximize their ROI on their campaigns, because their advertising has to be different. Most people have not made adjustments in their messaging. They're still advertising the old way, and that's not going to work. They need to change their strategy, right? You need to think of a strategy that's going to help these businesses. So Google ideas, right? They're working right now. Look to influencers in the market, lots of influencers in the market, people who are speaking right now publicly on media for different industries. Look at the people who are spokespeople, right? Look at, because what they're doing is they're telling stories to demonstrate examples of positive business activity and impact. These are easy people to Google. Google is the most hidden website on the planet that nobody seems to be able to find when they need it, right? It's really weird. I always make that joke because it's true, right? People ask me stupid questions sometimes and say, hey, let me just Google that for you. See what Google says. And they go, oh yeah, right? You know, if you want to find out how things work, just YouTube. Just go search on YouTube. YouTube is the second most important search engine on the planet, right? For how-to ideas. And that's the thing. YouTube advertising, super cheap. Facebook advertising dropping, now down by 28%. Can you imagine 28% discount on ad bids right now? That's crazy, right? That's crazy. That's a huge opportunity for a lot of business in the marketplace. So, Lamar says, I'm connected to a major chamber of commerce. in my region. Is that a good strategic alliance? Absolutely. Absolutely. If you hang with me either tomorrow or the next day, on the next 2 sessions, I'm going to show you how you can do something really cool that literally opens you up to freaking tons of businesses. So if you do decide to come back, I'm going to show you something that's a freaking game changer for a lot of people in the market. It's so easy to do. It is perfect for the timing that we're in right now. I used to do this strategy and it worked really well. In fact, I built a multi-million dollar business out of this strategy in the marketplace. But I'm going to be sharing that on one of our webinars in the next day or two. So make sure you keep an eye on that. But Chamber of Commerce, absolutely. Peter keeps reminding me, don't forget about the Facebook ad and appointment strategy. Peter, I'm running out of time and I'm going to disappoint you again today because I want to be able to help some people here. But I will unpack that. I will unpack that strategy in the coming days. I will unpack that in strategy in the coming days because a little bit of explanation is going to take me time. It'll probably take about half an hour, 45 minutes to just explain one thing. So I know it's important. I know it will help people. So I'll keep that on the burner. Peter, thank you for being crying so hard right now. I'm sorry, Peter, but there are a lot of people here on this call and I want to be able to help as many people as possible. To unpack that strategy is going to take time, but I've got some other things that are going to make a super big impact as well. So next step. Let's get some clients, right? We need to create an offer that can help with existing client opportunities and new client opportunities. So you can do, there's 3 things that you can do, right? You're either going to help people with their existing clients, help people keep customers staying and paying. That's one thing that you can offer the marketplace. Number 2, you can help people find new clients, right? Number 2, you can help people find new clients and you can focus on that thing. So one or the other. And the third thing you can do is you can do both. Right. So one, you can help people, how we can help you keep your existing clients staying and paying, message, communication, increase, looking at ways of pivoting of how you serve your customers virtually, all those sorts of things, right? New clients, advertising, marketing, SEO, landing pages, copy, new websites, niche websites, product websites, product categories for buy now, right? All those services absolutely necessary for new client markets, right? Or the third thing, you can do both. You can do both of those things, keep and generate new, right? You need to build a list of prospects, right? Really easy to get a list. 5,000 group of companies, house.com, Compass, Kompass.com, select category, niche, and it'll give you a list of businesses, niche, city, and if you drill down into them, it'll give you the CEO's name, contacts, phone numbers, in some cases, emails, Kompass.com, right, compass.com, manta.com, usainc.com, all the services, A to Z guide on your public library. It's free. If you have a library card, you can hop online to the library right now. Very accessible, open, right? Open library. You can get access to the A to Z business reference guide. It gives you the revenue figures of businesses over the last 5 years. So you'll see, you can actually select businesses 5 year plus, select the category. It'll give you the business owner's name. It'll give you all those details. And in some cases, it'll also give you phone numbers, reference USA, business A to Z guide USA, available on the public library system. So if you have a library card. Now, if you don't have a library card in the United States, guess what? You can apply for a library card online and get one straight away, virtually. And then it'll give you a library number and then you can access that database for free. Okay, really cool. Right, so craft a campaign that offers help and speaks to the current situation and short-term opportunities, right? You need to craft an offer. Now, I'm happy to talk about different offers. I'm happy to script some stuff out here. I've got a little bit of time left to be able to do that for you, to be able to answer your questions. And you want to get to a phone conversation. Number one thing is you want to get to a phone conversation. So the things that will work are things that where you can demonstrate opportunity, demonstrate a plan, share some value, help people perhaps take consideration of new ideas, a fresh approach. Some of the things, if you've been watching some of these webinars, I've been giving you some really clear strategy and scripting. If you go back to the previous videos and just look for where I've done strategy and scripting, I've pretty much given you free freaking emails that you can get right now. And I know these emails are working because some people have actually been reaching out to me saying, hey, I used that email that you did on the webinar the other day and I got 3 freaking appointments. I had another person who got 5 appointments off the email that I did off yesterday's strategy. So they do work. Watch the videos that are in YouTube, watch the videos that are happening on the Unleashed Facebook group if you're not already there. So we want to get on the phone, we want to get to the phone. So where are they at, right? What are they doing to keep their current customers? What are they doing to get their current customers to pay? What are they doing to help their clients generate more revenue opportunities in the marketplace. So a virtual planning session, absolutely a great offer. Now, if you're going to offer a virtual planning session, offer a virtual planning session for a very specific thing. Don't say we're doing a virtual business planning session. What we're saying is we're looking at we're looking at a planning session or a strategy session revolving around maximizing current revenue from existing clients and looking at your asset value or asset opportunities with your list so that you can actually generate cash flow now, and then to build a reserve of cash so you can market out into the community so that you can stay open. If you want that type of strategy session, that's very specific and very relevant to businesses right now. So don't just say I'm offering a planning session, because people don't want a planning session. But if you have a planning session that will do a very specific thing that is helpful and supportive, they're going to buy that. Right? Peter says an example for pitching a reigniting campaign, past quotes, past estimate. I did that yesterday, Peter. I will do a quick one right now, but I did that yesterday. If you go back to the video that's going to be will be uploaded, you'll be able to see the reignition campaign that I did yesterday. One thing I want to share with you is just to give you a perspective of why the people that I work with in Consulting Champions are closing deals as we speak right now, right? They are closing deals as we speak. Simon Cryer, in the last 48 hours, closed a $5,000 a month deal for a plumber, $5K per month of a plumber. And he got a tech company for $10K for Facebook ads and lead management, $10K per month, right? Signed on agreement, right? We have Brian, who's signing up chiropractors, right? For a $5,000 upfront installation or $2,500 upfront setup fee, and up to $5K a month or $2,500 management, and up to $4,000 a month in advertising in the middle of what's going on in coronavirus. So right now, I know that people are buying your services right now because the people that I talk to every day are selling clients every freaking second, every single day. They are making money right now in the marketplace. So that's telling me that right now there is tons of opportunity for all of you that are on this training. So think about what you're offering, think about how it's relevant to where the market is right now, and think about what you're delivering to the market, right? In what you're doing, right? Think about what you're doing to the market. Trent is saying, John, is there a time to talk a bit about sales calls? Yes, I'm going to talk about sales calls in the coming days. I'm going to talk about how to handle the calls, how you can do video calls. So I'm just going to read this. Sorry, helpful structural guidelines and resources or templates, deck models to consider in designing a virtual strategy session or other sales presentations. If not today, could you talk about what to do in this next step once we have the lead on the video call? Yes, we can do that. I will talk about what you've got to do in terms of your presentation strategy and your tactics in those ways. So thank you for asking. I met with my prospect today and Kristen closed an $8,000 setup fee and a $6,000 a month for 12 months, mid CPA firm, Google Ads and Facebook. Kristen, bienvenue. I applaud you. We should all be going that you are a heroine out there. You're a hero in the marketplace. That is amazing. Thank you for sharing that. It's closed an $8,000 for an accounting firm. Congratulations, Kristen. I really appreciate you sharing that with us here, because that is just phenomenal, phenomenal. I just want to share that. That's awesome. A good niche, online tutoring. Yes, online tutoring is a good niche. It depends on what they're tutoring on. You know what's really going gangbusters right now? Language education. People are learning languages. They're trying to teach their kids languages. They're trying to teach. So right now, a lot of the languaging schools are generating lots of sales. And let me tell you, there's lots of languaging schools out in the marketplace. In fact, I used to work with one of them in the market, and they generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in the sales every single month in the market. So yes, language schools for training are awesome. I offer software development with my brother as well. How would you position the offer via cold outreach? Right now, I'd be talking to every freaking tech company right now that needs contracted software development right now. Huge. People want to develop apps. to service the current market. Businesses that need to communicate with their clients virtually all need applications. They all need development right now. So there's lots of businesses right now that the dev businesses are going through the roof. Mobile apps and business apps for dealing with clients, absolutely. If I closed one of my proposals for a small website yesterday, Tanya, $2,500 plus GST. You are a champion. That is fantastic to see in the marketplace. I really appreciate you guys sharing. So if you do have a win, or if you had a win in the last few days, the people that are sharing right now have been with me on this webinar at least for the last week. So congratulations. I really appreciate you sharing that. With that, I'm happy to answer some questions. I've got about 15 minutes of some time. If you have a direct question that you'd like to ask me, I'm just going to escape out of this screen here, and so stop sharing so you can see me here. How you doing? If you've got questions, please type in your questions. I've got to. I'm just closing that there. All right, so we've got a whole bunch of new messages. Is there a replay for this? Missed the earlier part. So Rajiv, what I'm doing, so I'm glad you asked that. So what I'm going to put in here is if you go to consultingunleashed.com/go. If you go to consultingunleashed/go, that should be one word, sorry. /go. Let me just, if you go to that URL, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, the notification will pop up. Put the notification on. When this video is uploaded, it will notify you that this video is available. If you go to the Consulting Unleashed Facebook group, if you're not in that group, apply to be in the group. It is a closed group. I will let you in. The video is going to be posted in that group. We're posting these videos in the group. If you want to be on the future trainings that I'm doing right now, every time, same time, there is a link in that page on the consultingunleashed.com/go page. So there's a link that you can actually click on, and on that link you can it'll make sure that you'll be up to date with all these trainings that are happening live, and I'm recording these as well. What I ask you to do, for those of you who do go to that page, please do share this. If you know people who need help, if you know people who want to take advantage of the opportunities that are in the marketplace, I will be sharing those ideas. In the coming lessons that I'm doing, I know this has been quite popular. Everybody wants to get into the growing niches, but one of the things that I'm doing in the coming days, I'm going to be sharing this one strategy that is one of the easiest things you can do, and in our current environment is very conducive to what we do. But this one idea will literally open you up to dozens and dozens of client opportunities. So I'm actually going to do a training on that either tomorrow or the next day. I haven't picked which days. I've got a lot of stuff to share in the marketplace. But this one little strategy, we've got one of our consultant champions who put this into place just yesterday and is now pitching a really big company because of this one little idea. And they've actually got a whole bunch of other people inquiring from their services. So I'm going to be sharing that strategy, or the components of that strategy, in the coming days. How would you position the package social media automation to one of these recession-proof markets? So Blamar, I'm going to bring you on the call here to answer that question live, just so people can hear that. I am recording this, so I want to be able to answer. I want to be able to answer your question very specifically. So let me find you, Blamar. Here we go. Hey, Blamar, can you hear me? Put your microphone on. Just speak in your microphone. Huh?
Hey, John, can you hear me?
How you doing?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Fist bump, dude.
Yeah, this is interesting time, man.
So ask me the question. I'm asking the question. So
yeah.
Tell me the service you're providing. Tell me the service you're providing, and then I can talk about how you can package it up and how you can put that in the marketplace.
Okay, yeah. So, I told you a little bit about the software development with my brother. He has a background in software development, and I've been trying to kind of figure out how we can package some service offerings. And one of the ideas I had was doing some social media automation. I know one of the tools that you offer And for the Consulting Champions and Consulting Rock, it was the I think it was called
Sell, go, sell.
yeah,
Sell,
sell, go, sell. Yeah, sell, go, sell. And like, and I've been contacting a lot of, I've been dealing with a lot of like sales teams in different markets and different companies where I could see the value of it, but I just don't know how to like package it. Like as far as maybe like a strategy with the automation, how do you put it together so you can see the value?
So what Lamar is talking about, if you go to sellgosell.com, there's a service where you can actually white label your own SaaS basically. What it does is it basically automates email automation. It manages leads. So it's a lead management tool. And what you can do is you can do email, you can do recognition campaigns, you can do sales campaigns, marketing campaigns. You can also manage leads. So if you're running an ad campaign, you can drive the lead into that software, and you can actually manage that lead in real time. And also it'll distribute leads to salespeople, it'll do all sorts of things. You can do voice drop, text messaging, messenger bot chats. You can do push to call notifications. So this software has a lot of great applications. In Champions, we actually do training on how to use that software, because a lot of our clients are signing up clients at 10 to 15 grand a month using that software. So there's a couple of ways to package it up. You can do, because it's a tool for a business. If you do lead management, you can sit there and say, hey, we can set the system up to manage your leads. So there's a setup fee. That setup fee could be anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000, depending on how complex their sales process is. So you need to set your blueprint, Lamar, is to offer a sales process automation blueprint. What we want to do is we want to show you how to manage leads in real time and automate the follow-up and automate conversions. But we want to take all your crappy leads, all your tire kickers, and turn them into sales. That's an offer, right? Okay. We want to take all your past leads that didn't buy and turn them into a sale. So can I talk to you about a strategy or a plan or a blueprint that we have that can literally walk people through an automated process to bring cash into the business? If you'd like to take advantage or see that plan in action, let's chat. There's your script, right? Okay. So to package that up as a service, so you can do straight out lead management, right? We'll manage the lead from an email point of view. We'll distribute the leads, make sure your salespeople are following those people up. We can actually look at the data analytics in real time. We can automate the process of engaging leads in real time in minutes instead of hours, so people are followed up automatically. We can do all that for you. Set that up, 5 to 10 grand to set the whole system up for you. Now, they don't own the system. They rent the system off you. They have access inside the system, right? So set up 5 to 10 grand for setup for the whole process, and then a monthly fee. Now, if you're just doing email marketing and automation, you can charge $1,000 a month just for management, right? And you don't have to do anything. You're just making sure that you're delivering the stats and managing that service. If you're doing like messaging, like text messaging, stuff like that, you can package up the service. Here's our email marketing automation package. Here's our text messaging package. Here's our Facebook Messenger bot messaging package. Here's our push to call. And so you can actually package, it's $1,000 for this, it's $1,000 for that. If you take all 5, it's $4,000 a month, right? So you can package the services based on each category for a business, right? Now, you can also package this up per user. I know there's a lot of information, and I'm going like a fire hose here with you, but you can also package up, right, per user. So if you've got 5 sales guys, 5 users, $300 a month per user, $1,500 a month per user, right? You can do it that way. But there's still going to be a setup fee. There's an integration and a setup fee that you're going to charge. You're not going to do it for free, right? Okay. Or if you want to get creative, you can say, hey, we've got a stimulus package incentive, save you a bit of money. We'll cough up half for the setup, and you can cough up the other half. We'll kick in half our money. We'll do it at wholesale setup, right? You can do it that way, right? Wow. Pricing option per user. So you can go 5 users, 10 users, or more, right? So you can do it that way. We've got some people, one of our champions does a per user model. So they work with an insurance company. They've got 50 sales guys, and they charge, what do they charge? $300, so $15,000 a month. Wow. 50 sales guys, right? Yeah. Is that right? That doesn't sound right. That's what he told me. So it's 50 users, 50 times 300. Yeah, 15 grand. Yeah, $15,000 for one business for 50 users in the software. And $300 per user, right? a month, because they're managing all their sales in real time and they're managing the reporting. The tool Sell Go Sell is a lead management tool. It's not actually a CRM, it's a lead management, meaning that you're managing sales in real time and you're reporting in real time, and it's recording, you can record conversations, you can do all that sort of stuff in the software. For $300 a month, white label, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Okay. $300 awesome. White labels, no-brainer. So that's the way I would package it up. For those of you who are listening to this, think about how you package your services up and how you can bring in pricing options for your client. You can have the basic package, one package, basic pack. You can have additional if you're doing AdWords and SEO, that's package 2. If you're doing Facebook and social media posting, there's a package there. And then you can combine the packages if you're doing multiple services. But what I would recommend everybody do, and Blamar, this is what I would do, is I would actually go in with one offer, one service. Like pick one thing that's going to make the biggest difference. One of the fastest ways to generate cash right now is to run a reignition campaign. Right. The best reignition campaign, I know somebody asked, I think Peter Smith asked for a reignition campaign. Best reignition campaign is right now, let's turn all the tire kicker sales you've ever had into cash. I want to show you a plan. That, one of the biggest things is I'm trying to help businesses to stay in business and to keep cash flow positive. So we've got a way that we know that we can bring an injection of cash into the business. Can we hop on a quick call for 10 minutes? You can listen to what I've got to offer. You can decide whether or not it's useful. But at the end of the day, I know this thing works like gangbusters, and let's get some cash for your business. Give me the best phone number you can take me on. There's the email, right? For those of you, same email, right? So this is reignition campaign, right? So when you're sitting down and talking to the client for a reignition campaign and you're running a campaign, you need to think about the offer. This is the strategy part, right? You need to think about the offer that you're offering into the marketplace in relation to where people are at. So what is their product or service? Why do people buy their product or service currently or have bought it currently? Why do people need to buy their product or service now in the current environment? We need to find out what the buying motivator is. Otherwise, we can run a reignition campaign and it'll fall flat on its face. Right. So we need to think about their customer. So part of the strategy, right, when you're talking to the client, is the first thing we need to do is we need to look at the buyer's attitude and journey. We need to take this approach of not how you want to promote, but how they are buying, how they're going to react. So we need to think about all the reasons as to why they would make a purchasing decision for your product. That is the offer that you're going to create. Hey, based on the current circumstances, based on the current issues that we've got right now, here's some of the things you need to, what we're doing is we're providing you with incentive. So I'll give you an example. My favorite seafood restaurant right now is doing takeout, right? This is a proper sit-down seafood restaurant. They're doing takeout seafood for people. People can come and collect, or they're delivering to the market. They've never done takeout before, ever. They've never done takeout before. So in the last 4 weeks, they've had to do takeout. And the only people that are keeping their doors open are their valuable customers. They're customers who like them, who love the food that they cook. They are the ones that are supporting them. So they're really doing something for those customers. Say, hey, if you're a customer, a new customer, us, we want to make sure you save some money out of this. We're taking 30% off every delivery and every meal order, every pickup meal order that you come to. So we want to put some money back in your pocket and save some money. We're willing to take 30% off our price. Come and use us. So there's an offer, right? There's an offer. Right, that's an incentivized offer, and it's an offer that's relevant to the current situation. You don't want to be cooking all the time. Let us cook your meals for you. We'll make some beautiful seafood meals for you, deliver them hot, and you can enjoy that and sit down and enjoy your company with your family, having a great seafood meal. Right. But we know that times are tough. We know that you're having to manage your pennies. So we want to help you with the pennies, right? We're willing to take 30% off. Whatever order you make, we'll take 30% off the price of that order and deliver it to you. And we just want to say thank you for buying from us. Thank you for helping us to keep open. We are going to come back stronger and better than before, but we want to stay open and make sure that we're delivering the great food that you have always come accustomed to us, right? So understand, relevant offer to the market, right? Relevant offer to the market. So when you're dealing with people, you want to craft a relevant offer to where the customer is and how they're buying, right? Because just doing an offer and hoping it's going to sell, it ain't going to sell, right?
You got to reposition.
So you got to reposition. You got to re-message. Remember, people are right now in safety and security mode, personal safety and security, right? The bottom two rungs of Maslow's hierarchy, right? And they want to connect, right? The next one is connection of belonging is the next rung up, right? So think about it, right? So how does the message of the product? So that's the thing. You need to think about what you're offering to make this work. Number two, One-shot deals will never work in a reignition campaign. The biggest mistake that most companies and businesses make is that they only do one-shot deals, right? You don't do one-shot deals. What you want to do, Kristen, thank you very much. I really appreciate sharing. Congratulations on closing an $8,000 deal and a monthly recurring. That is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. So what you want to do, what you're doing with the second, you have to have a sequence, 4 to 8 emails, right? And they have to be relevant. They have to be relevant. You can't be badgering people. The emails have to be relevant. They have to be sensitive. They can't be predatory. So you have to think this through. Anybody doing reignition campaigns, you need to think how you're running these campaigns, right? So the next email is, hey, I didn't hear back from you. That's a good subject line. Hey, we put this out there. We didn't hear back from you. Just want to make sure you got this, right? That's the email. Here's what we're doing. Here's why we're doing it. Here's how we're helping you. If you want to take advantage, this is how we make it easy for you to order. Right? So how to, right? That's the second email. Third email. I'd love to know what you thought about this idea. And can you help us with some ideas where we can save you some more money or provide you with another offer? Right? So here's the offer we put out there. We'd love to get your feedback on the offer, what you thought about the offer, if it was helpful. Or if you think of something we can help you with, let us know. Just reply to this email. That's the third email, right? The fourth email, right? The fourth email that you have is, are you interested? The fourth email that you're going to do is, are you interested, right? So are you interested in this offer? Are you interested in taking advantage, right? And then the fifth email might be, you might change the incentive up, right? Hey, look, we're just letting people know that we're still out there, we're still providing this, or we've pivoted a new product, or we might have pivoted a new offer, right? Sixth email, right? Hey, love to get you. By the way, we've had a whole bunch of people order this, a whole bunch of benefit, a whole bunch of feedback. We've made it easy for people to buy. If you're interested, just go here. That's the sixth email, right? And so on and so forth we go. It could be 8, could be up to 15 emails. As long as you are relevant, as long as you're providing some value, and you can intersperse ideas. Like what the seafood restaurant is they're shooting video every day. And they're cooking meals, stimulus package meals, right? So they do a video of how they prepare their seafood and fish, and they give the video to their customers. Say, look, if you get some fish from the supermarket, here's how we prepare it. Prepare it yourself. So they're interspersing that in with the offers in the thing. And by the way, they're still staying open. They're actually getting a lot of orders from their business. In fact, they haven't let any of their staff go. They've kept all their cooks. They've kept all their waiters. The waiters are the ones that are doing delivery. Right.
Wow.
So that's the example of running a reignition campaign.
Okay, I get it. So as far as just the execution standpoint of this, I can easily get creative in this the help of a copywriter or bring in maybe even a video development team to put together a video to engage them. So there's many ways we can kind of put this together for a company.
Yes. So Pete's saying we must know the sales process and the product before creating the reignition campaign. Yes, we do, Peter. You need to know how they sell what they do, how the customer buys, how it's delivered. You need to know all of that before you craft your reignition campaigns. You need to know how the customer buys. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that's really
awesome.
So
Thanks, John.
Thanks for being on, man. I really appreciate you hopping in.
Yep. Thank you so much. All right, brother.
Awesome, man. So get you there. So a couple of things that come up. Quick question, Omar. Thoughts on a 50-50 profit share in business partnership agreement, but one brings in sales and the other fulfills the campaign? Omar, absolutely. As long as you are working and managing and helping, I believe that the one making the sale should be the one that's in charge, the one that's bringing the business in, should be making more than the one who's delivering. I think it should be a 60-40 split, or in some cases, it should be a 70-30 split. Not a straight out 50-50 split. If you're doing the leads, Omar, and you're generating the sales and converting the sales, and you're managing that process and you're bringing the clients in, and that person's delivering for them, it doesn't necessarily have to be a 50-50 split. It could be a 60-40, 70-30, depending on the volume and the amount of money and revenue. Partnerships are really tricky. I've been in many partnerships, and I've had many partnerships that have been shit, and I've had a few partnerships that have been fantastic. I always have this word partnership or partnership. You're either in partnership or partnership, right? I've experienced a lot of partnership. So if you're going to do partnerships like that, Omar, you want to make sure that you are very much articulating your agreement. You've got to make sure you're solid on your agreements. You've got to make sure you're solid on your how you're going to work together. how you take responsibility. You also need to set a date for when you're going to leave the business, either sell the business, or you're going to have whether you're going to remarry the business. So you might sit and say, hey, let's try this for the next 6 months. In 6 months, we're going to do a review, see if we stay, see if we part company. After that 6 months, let's see if we can build something solid, build something bigger. Let's do that for the next 3 years. What are we going to do? You need an exit strategy, Omar. It's not just about, what you're doing now. You need to think through what's going to happen. Because I've seen many partnerships fail because of the lack of communication and the lack of setting things up properly in terms of what they're doing. Any other questions? I think there's a few questions up here. I don't know who that is. I think it's Alan. So I'm in the kitchen remodeling and Reno lead acquisition business. I do their videos, social media, plus I use white label lead management software. Do you think I must have tiered products? Also, do you think I should charge a retainer for pay per lead? Yeah, absolutely. If it's pay per lead, no. If you're managing the service and they're paying for managing their service, yes, they should be paid paying a management service. But one of the things that you're doing is you're doing a lot of things. I would pick the thing that's getting the best results for your clients and go to the market and say, hey, we're getting great results with our clients right now with this thing, and start offering that one thing. That's what I would do. The thing that I would do is offer one thing that's working, and then you can build off the one thing that works. Because if you offer everything right now, think about where people are at. They're managing their budgets. They're thinking about how much they're spending and what they're spending. You've got to actually be very clear and make a lot of sense to help these people through in the marketplace. So understand whoever's asking that question, because I can't see your name properly, that you need to be mindful of where the market's at. And what I would be doing is I would be selling one offer that's converting right now. The thing that I'm getting the best results with is the thing that I want to sell. That's what I want to do. Anybody else? Got a new message. Yes, absolutely, Bamar. Virtual lunch and learns are awesome. If you can get people doing virtual lunch and learns, I know you're in the Chamber of Commerce. Open up a virtual lunch and learn. Absolutely, that's a great thing to do. That's a very leveraged play, because we're all sitting in front of our computers and we can hang out and have lunch together. We're in a Facebook group, are the replays. So in the Facebook group, the replays are being posted every single day. If you go to Consulting Unleashed group, Facebook group, and in the YouTube channel, if you go to Consulting Unleashed YouTube channel, we are posting these videos every day. We're trying to get these videos up as quickly as possible, because I'm doing lots of scripts and lots of strategy here. So they will be in there. If you go to my channel, these videos are starting to appear on a daily basis. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you hit the bell and have the notification when the video is uploaded, it'll notify you that the video is there, so you can go. Remember, I'm doing a lot of script and tactical things on these videos, so you want to go back and watch them. I know that there's 3 or 4 of them that are up right now. Also looking at strategic partners to offer reignition campaigns to. Yes, I don't know if that's a question or a statement. Yes. So you can do reignition campaigns for AdWords people. You can do reignition campaigns for Facebook people. People who do Facebook advertising. Hey, let's help your clients get more money to spend more money on Facebook. Let's help with a reignition campaign. There's lots of strategic partnerships that you can use if you have a skill. So, for example, I have one of my SEO guys. And they're a double 7-figure SEO company right now, and they're making money. They're still getting clients right now with SEO. A lot of their business comes from working with ad agencies. A lot of their business comes from working with Facebook ad agencies. A lot of their clients come from other areas, and clients are looking to add value. So strategic partnerships with like-minded businesses that are supportive of the same customer market, absolutely. Strategic partnerships with businesses who are in a channel, a supply channel in the market, absolutely. These are things that you want to be doing in the marketplace. So yes, sorry, I'm just looking at my, just looking at how much time I've got here left to be with you. Yes. So I'm here to answer your questions. There's a whole bunch here. I really appreciate you guys being here. By the way, if you've got clients and you're wanting to retain those clients and actually extract more revenue from existing clients, and you're looking to add more like-minded clients, if you go on that consultingunleashed.com/go page, I've got my calendar open. I'm trying to help people who actually try to retain and grow. So I've got a lot of people talking to me about some key strategies. So if you've got customers right now that you need to keep paying, please reach out to me. There's access to my calendar. If you go to the consultingunleashed.com /go page, you can access my calendar in that page. In fact, let me share that page for you so that you can at least see that page here, so you can have access to it. Where is it? Where is it? So, oops. So just so you can see the page. Helps if you spell your own business name correctly, doesn't it? All right, so let me just share my screen with you guys, just so you can see where it is. So this is a page, consultingunleashed.com. You can join the Facebook group here, the tribe. Just click on the button. If you go to the YouTube channel, you can just click here. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. If I'm doing these daily right now, so you actually take the link from this training, because I'm using the same link every day. If you want to share that with friends that you believe should be seeing some of this training, please, if you're getting a lot out of this, I really appreciate you guys coming here. I want to help as many people as possible, so you can, if you feel free to share this link. I've got my calendar here. Like I said, I'm actually, what I'm looking for, I'm trying to help people right now. I'm not under any obligation to buy into what I do or what I do, but I'm just trying. I realize that one of the biggest things, a lot of businesses who've got clients right now, you need to be keeping those clients paying. So I've got ways in which you can creatively do that. And also you need to be looking for leveraging those opportunities into new clients. So if you want to grab a time on my calendar, you can grab a time on my calendar on this page. There's a little questionnaire on the form, and then I will be able to help you out. So I am giving some time to people on my calendar who are right now managing clients and want to make sure they retain and acquire and grow. So with that, so that's the page. Just going, so that's the consultingunleashed.com /go. That's where I'm going to be posting all these recordings and videos. I just want to go to the chat, make sure we're chatting here. What else? You gave me another idea yesterday to scrape a list and find who wants to sell to them. Yes, that's another great one. If you've got lists right now, anybody that's got scraped lists, right, and you were targeting niches or audiences for lists, who are the suppliers that want to sell to that list? Say, listen, I've got 1,500 people on my list, or 1,000 people, or 7,000 people on my list that we've been out there actively going out to market with. We know that they need to buy your product or service. We work together and actively market, run cold email campaigns to that list. And we can either do a profit share, or I can charge you a flat fee to run a campaign. That's one of the easiest businesses you can start right now if you've got scraped lists. If you've got scraped lists, you've got an asset you can actually sell right now. So that's an easy way to make money. So yes, I'm happy to take another question. If you've got another question, feel free to ask. Right, Steph Safarini, excellent presentation. Value as always. You are the thanks, Steph. I really appreciate that. Chris, what are you seeing with Google killing third-party cookies? How does that impact Google AdWords and Facebook ads? Go and talk to a Google AdWords and Facebook expert, Chris, because I can't answer that question right now. But go and talk to a Google expert or a Facebook expert that actually knows what's going on in that market and how they're impacting or how it's impacting. I know that I have a Facebook expert in our agency. They manage millions of dollars of ad spend every month, and I'm sure they're keeping on top of it. But I haven't been paying attention to that technical aspect of what's going on with advertising. So my recommendation, Chris, is go and talk to a Facebook expert who's talking about it right now. That was a gem of an idea. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I'm a machine. Thanks, Lamar. I forgive you for talking about talking about the reignition campaign, but I'll remind tomorrow about the Facebook appointment funnel. Thanks. Yeah, I will do a training, but I'm not going to guarantee you, Peter, that it's going to be tomorrow on that. I've got a lot of really cool things right now. They're going to make a really big impact on sales. So if you keep watching, if you hop on in the trainings over the next few days, I'm going to be sharing a very, very cool strategy. It is free. If you do this and you make it work, it is an absolute gold mine of revenue. It is perfect timing for this strategy. I'm going to literally walk you through what you got to do to make it happen, because it is an opportunity. It is a license to print money. It really is. And I've got a few of my champions doing it right now, and they're freaking crushing it. So I'm going to walk you through the what's and the whys. I'm not going to go into too much of the hows. Can't give everything away, but it will help you to give you some perspective on how to do that. So with that, I'll take one more question. Miguel, any tips or advice for someone just starting out looking to build a lifestyle business? So Miguel, you have to have a skill. You have to have knowledge and a skill. If you don't have the knowledge or the skill, you have to go and use a resource partner or a contractor or a supplier that has the knowledge and the skill. So the first question, this question that you're asking me, Miguel, is so broad that if you sat to me and said, Miguel, I'm going to ask you this question. What are you an expert in? Are you an expert in Facebook ads? Are you an expert in SEO? Are you an expert in AdWords? Are you an expert in sales automation? Are you an expert in email marketing? Are you an expert in graphic design? Are you an expert in web development or app development? Are you an expert in integration? Are you an expert in CRM? Are you an expert in any of those fields, Miguel? Just type, yeah, you're an expert in Facebook ads, right? Okay, also, so you know Facebook, right? That's so right now, how many Facebook ad campaigns have you run successfully, Miguel? How many ad campaigns have you run successfully to generate sales or leads, cash or leads, right? 5. Awesome. So you know how to run Facebook ads. You're an expert, right? So what you got to do is, if you know how to get results, my reach out to people is right now, you need to do, most people are saying, get on Facebook, and a lot of people are making mistakes on Facebook and they're wasting money. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to help businesses to save money on their Facebook advertising and get a much stronger return and result from their Facebook ads. I'm more than happy to share with you exactly how that's possible, and then you can decide whether or not we can help each other out. If you're interested, there's your email marketing campaign, Miguel. Then think about who you can do Facebook ads for and incorporate that into the message. That's how I would sell Facebook ads right now to the market. If I was new and just starting out, I would say, let me show you exactly how it works, how you can save your money, how you manage your campaigns effectively, how you do split testing, how you do your creative, how you create the copy, what the strategy is, teach them. So I'll show you everything. Now you can decide whether or not I can help you. If you want to do all that, that's great. Right? Or if you want me, I'll help you do that. That is one of the easiest ways to get clients right now. Show people your secrets, show people how you help people get the result, and they will buy. They will buy. That, Miguel, is the easiest way that you can build a lifestyle business right now. Share your expertise, show them how it works, and then sit there and say, look, you can do all this yourself. And I go, shit, I don't remember how to do all this. Great. Or I can help you. Would you like me to help you? It's the easiest way to get a customer on the planet right now. So hopefully that's helpful for you. So I'm looking for, before I get off on this call, just type in biggest takeaway today, biggest takeaway from the training today. If you can just type in to the chat, I just want to know what you've taken away, what you're going to apply. Congratulations to Kristen. Congratulations to Steph. Congratulations to those people who generated sales from the ideas that we've been working on over the last few days. But biggest takeaway, if you can type in the chat here, list of industries, recognition campaign strategy, opportunity abounds. Yes. Again, fixing our messaging. Yes, Peter. What else? Any other things? Biggest takeaways from the training you've had so far. Really appreciate you putting there. Folks with cash flow still want to spend. Yes, they do. Biggest takeaway was the list brokering to suppliers. Yeah, absolutely. That's money for jam right now. That's super low. So reignition, low hanging fruit. Yes. Email series steps. Yes. Instant cash flow. Yes. Any other takeaways? Thank you, Blamar. Any other things that we can do? No, we're cool. So industry bodies are a great source of strategic partnerships. Absolutely, Steph. Absolutely. I love your name, Steph Sofferini. That is a great name. Lex, strong name there, Lex. Vacationing Africa, So upgrade home. Yeah, people can't vacation, so they can spend the money on upgrading the homes. Absolutely, Lex. Miguel, you know, the spa installation niche was a pretty interesting one. Yes, I would have thought people want a little bit of luxury, a bit of spa happening. You know, if there's one thing that's going to happen in the next 9 months, in December and January of this year, next year, we are going to see a very small population explosion. So the baby market is going to boom in the next 9 months. That's going to go crazy right now. So with that, I want to thank you. By the way, I'm going to be here, same time, same channel. I'm going to be doing a little bit more strategic stuff, going to show you some really cool ideas to leverage. Please share this with those that you know who should be on there. I'm doing this tomorrow to cover some really cool opportunities. I'm going to be sharing some really hot stuff tomorrow on the training. The videos are being posted. If you go to consultingunleashed.com/go, you can see the URL up here. Get to this page, join the Unleash Facebook group if you haven't already. Go and join the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and make sure you put the alarm on for the notification when we upload the videos every day. Go to the link for tomorrow's webinar is on this page as well. So you'll see the link, it's right there. So if you can share the link with others who you believe should be on there, that would be awesome, right? And by the way, for those of you who do have clients and you're trying to retain those clients to make sure they stay and they pay, and you're looking to kind of build the portfolio, just jump on my calendar here. I'm more than happy to give you some focus, give you some clarity. You're not under obligation to work with me. I'm just trying to make sure that you're actually keeping your business and keeping your business growing. For all of you, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you showing up every day. I know this is time for you. Please apply these ideas. Please go and action this stuff. Please put some things into place. I'd love to get some feedback. I'd love to get some notification of people taking action, you know, like Kristen, who closed an $8,000 deal, Steph, who closed a website deal for $2,500, which is fantastic to see. So we love to see more of that happening. So with that, I want to thank you. I will see you on tomorrow's live training. Be safe, take care, reach out to one person, say hi to them, make sure they're okay, have a conversation with them, get on the phone, make sure you have a positive conversation with at least one person in your sphere of connections. I look forward to seeing you same time, same bat channel tomorrow. Take care, everybody.